Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
My God, is it true that what my eyes are seeing? Ramya Devi Dasi. Hare Krishna Mataji, welcome, welcome. Very nice to see you. Okay, Kanushka, welcome. Who else is joining? Vaishnavi. Well, I would like to welcome all of you to this first class in Sri Mayapur. Wow, internet connection is a little slow. Okay, so the first thing that I would like to do before we start our class is that I would like to do some personal introduction that you can all speak a little bit about yourself so we can get to know each other a little better before we start the class. So maybe I can start. Hare Krishna, my name is Giri Govardhan Das. I am from Venezuela, South America, but I've been living in Mayapur for the last 10 years. I have been a musician all my life. I met the devotees 1989 in Venezuela, and then I started learning all the instruments, kirtan. In the last 8 years, we've had a kirtan group here in Mayapur called the Mayapur Vasis, and we have traveled extensively in India and other countries. We launched an album 2020 that later on I can share with all of you. And now we're not only doing kirtan but also helping so many people around the world to also experience and do kirtan, because this is the most important activity in Kali Yuga, Harinam Sankirtan. Okay, so that's me. Who wants to go next? Any volunteers? Okay, Ramya. Your microphone is off. Turn it on.
Hare Krishna, my name is Ramya Devi Dasi. I was born also in Venezuela. My mother and my father met Srila Prabhupada when he came to Venezuela. And from there, I was born and we grew up in a beautiful country at the time, learning wonderful bhajans and kirtan. And one of my temple friends is our teacher today, Giri Govardhan Das. In Venezuela, it was very hard to have a harmonium. So the children were not allowed to touch the harmonium. So I didn't learn to play the harmonium. I only learned some mridanga and some kartals. So now I'm taking finally classes from Giri Govardhan, saying that I can complete my bhajan.
Well,
Anything else? I don't know what else I can say. I'm so happy to be here and finally
well,
surrender.
I'm very honored to have you here. As you can see, my longtime friend. We did a lot of kirtans and bhajans there in Venezuela, and she also has an album, a very beautiful album. She's an amazing singer. You didn't say that. Beloved of Krishna. Huh? Yeah. Okay, so welcome, and
Thank you very much. I'm
I
very
hope to
happy to
be
be
of
here.
use in this course. We're gonna make you play nice kirtans. Okay, who wants to go next?
Prabhuji,
Okay, let's hear.
um, Hare Krishna everyone. My name is Vaishnavi Krishna. Um, I'm studying in Nayan, but I don't know much to introduce myself in ISKCON. Um, my childhood.
Where are you from?
Oh yeah, I'm from India, Kerala.
Oh, Kerala. Which city?
Sorry, Prabhuji.
Which city in Kerala?
Alapura, Alapi.
Ah, Arapi. Very good. And have you had any experience with music or kirtan?
Sorry, Prabhuji.
Oh, it's my sound, not. Have you had any?
I'll get my headphones.
Yes. Have you had any experience with music or kirtan?
Yes, I do sing Kirtan for programs here in Qatar, but I haven't joined recently. I haven't taken classes from anyone. I just sing.
Okay, very good. So, welcome, Vaishnavi. Happy to have you here. And we'll do everything also so you can fulfill your dreams and do some nice kirtan. Okay, so now we have Kanushka.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, my name is Kanushka and I'm in fifth grade and I'm from India and Turkey and when I was in childhood I have been Krishna conscious and my mother and father took shelter.
When you were a child. How old are you?
Fifth,
Uh,
I'm 9 years old.
okay, 9 years old. And you are from?
India,
Ah, from India also. Which part?
Turkey.
Ah, okay. Well, I am in Mayapur, but now I am traveling. I am at the moment in Vishakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh, but next week I'll be there in Mayapur. Okay, very good. So, welcome all of you. We are very happy to start this new course. We have many groups going on. Today we are starting two more groups apart from this one. And I will start my presentation. We have another one, another person joining. Let's see if we can have him introduce himself. Vidya Raman, Hare Krishna, welcome.
Hare Krishna.
Haribol Vidya. So, Vidya, can you introduce yourself a little bit? Your name, your country, and your age, like that?
My name is Vidya and I'm 10 years old and I'm in grade 4 going to grade 5 and I play piano and keyboard.
Okay, so you have played the piano, very good. So this is uh, similar to the piano, but it has some difference, okay? Well, we're very happy to have you here. Welcome. And so I will start my presentation of today's first class. So please keep your microphones muted, and when you need to say something or ask something, you can open your microphones. So I'm going to be changing my screen. Sometimes you'll see my face, sometimes you'll see my desktop, or sometimes you'll see the keyboard. Okay? So if I am saying something and you want to ask, you can always open your microphone and feel free to ask me, okay? Okay. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Just a second. This. Okay. So this is the definitive harmonium course by Vasi Studio in Sridham Mayapur. And this is the module of beginners, okay? The module of beginners has a duration of 5 months, and each month we call it a level. So this is level 1 of beginners module. My name Giri Govardhan Das. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is what is the mentality or the mindset that one should have when learning something according to the Vedic system. Because in the Western world, they they have this idea that you yourself have to make an effort and work hard and then reach your goal, and whatever success you have, is your credit, and yes, I am so good. And this is an important part, but in the Vedic culture we also know that anything that we can actually achieve is by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. So that's why the first thing that we should do when trying to learn something is pray or beg for the mercy of the Lord. So every class, at the beginning of the class, we are going to be chanting some mantras to ask for these blessings. And the first mantra that we are going to chant is this mantra that we see here. And I am going to chant it with a tune from South India, which is very nice. So let's put our hands together. You can listen to it, and later on you can also learn it. I will send recordings so you can learn it, okay? So let's start. Hari Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Vaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Okay, so now let's see the translation of this mantra. It says like this. May He protect both of us. He meaning Krishna, and both of us, the student and also the teacher. I'm also asking for blessings. May He nourish both of us. May we both acquire the capacity to study and understand the subject matter. In this case is to learn how to do kirtan with harmonium. So we are praying for this. May our study be brilliant. So may we be successful. And may we not argue with each other. Om, peace, peace, peace. Very important mantra. After we beg for the blessings of the Lord, then we go and bless for the blessings of the Guru, which is very important. And we are going to chant this mantra with the same intonation, okay? Let's listen. Om Agyanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshur Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. The translation says, I was born in the darkness of ignorance, but my spiritual master has opened my eyes with the torch of knowledge. To him I offer my humble obeisances. And after asking for the blessings of the Guru, then we ask for the blessings of the Vaishnavas, which are also very important, by saying this mantra. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacham patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord. They are just like desired trees and can fulfill the desires of everyone. And they're full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. And then we just pray the Panchatattva mantra and the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which all. But we are going to do it with the same intonation. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And I like to finish with this mantra. Om Tat Sat. So, these are the mantras that we're going to say every class. Okay? Let's start then talking about the parts of the harmonium. It's very important to know the names of all the parts of the harmonium. So if you're trying to tell me something or I tell you something specific, I can call the part by its name. So we have here the bellows, which are the pumps here in the back. And through them we give air to the harmonium. And we have the keys, which are similar to the piano of accordion. Like if you had an experience with that, this keyboard is going to be exactly the same. Okay, now we have the cover. We have actually two covers. This is a piece of wood that covers the actual components of the harmonium. So it's very important that when we are not using the harmonium, we should cover it up, because we don't want dust or little rocks or little things to go inside the mechanism, and then they start giving some different sounds and damaging it. The other cover is the one that you see here that covers the actual keys. That's also important because that helps to control the volume of the harmonium. Okay, then we have the stoppers. The stoppers are these metal levers that we have here in front of the harmonium. We have two types of stoppers. The main stoppers, which are the big ones, and the drone stoppers, which are the small ones. So the big ones, they open different compartments inside the harmonium and let the air go through so the harmonium can actually sound. Now the drone stoppers, these are they give a single continuous sound. It means without pressing any keys, if you open one of the small ones and you just give air, they're going to produce some sound. So some people like to work with this kind of pedal sound, but in this course we're not going to use it. So please keep your drone or small stoppers always closed and only open the big ones, maybe 2 or 3. If you open all of them, you're going to have to give too much air, a lot of air for the harmonium to sound. Okay, now we have something here called the coupler. The coupler produces the same sound, but 1 octave. It could be lower or it could be higher. And this is the lever you have here. Not all the harmoniums have it, but some of them. This is like, I always like to say, it's like a ghost playing the harmonium, because when you're playing here, the same keys are sounding down here and they look like it's some ghost playing there. But it sounds nice because it makes it the sound more louder. And then we have the reeds, which are some metal parts that are inside the harmonium, and when the air goes through them, they produce a vibration and they produce the sound. Okay? So one question I would like to ask all of you before we continue. Do all of you have harmoniums?
No, Prabhuji, I have a piano.
Oh, that is Vaishnavi Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
You have a piano, but what kind of piano? Electric piano.
Exactly.
So that means you can change the tone of the piano to put like an organ sound. And you do that?
Okay. Oh, just a minute.
Because the thing is that the piano sound, when you press it, the sound dies after a while. But with the harmonium, as long as you keep the finger pressed and you're giving air, so the sound is there. So we need this kind of thing. So try to see if you...
Prabhuji, I can show you the piano which I'm using right now.
Well, show me, let me see.
Yeah, sure.
The rest of you, you all have harmoniums? Kanushka, Rami, and Vidya? Yes. Okay, Ramya. What about Ramya?
I have an old one and I'm planning to get a new one soon.
Okay, but you have it.
Shuri.
Okay. Um,
Sarvaji, this is the one I wanted.
okay, just a second. Let me open up a little bit. Okay, can you speak up?
Ali?
Okay. Oh, yes, yes. That's a very nice keyboard. Yeah. You have to check the different sounds here in these buttons and try to get the sound of an organ. Okay? It could be the sound of an organ or the sound of an accordion. You see? So, and after the class, you can sit down and you can check and get the different sounds. Okay? Okay, very good. Let's continue. Mhm. Oh, this is not what I want to. Okay, now let's talk about the right postures for playing the harmonium, because you're going to be dedicating some quality time practicing and singing with the harmonium. We want all of you to be very comfortable, to find a place in your house which is nice, and so you can sit very comfortable, so you can spend some nice time there. So basically we have two different options: sitting on the floor or sitting on a chair. If you want to sit on the floor, then three options. You can put the harmonium in front of you, just like I see it here. But you see, I don't put the harmonium straight. I put the harmonium a little bended so my hand can reach the keys. And for me, it's comfortable that way. You can also put the harmonium on the side. You know, classical singers in India, they put it like that. They find it comfortable. I don't find it so comfortable, but some people do it. That's an option. Or you can bring the harmonium up to your lap, which is, this is also comfortable because it keeps your back straight. Some people like it. But if you're going to sit on a chair, then the thing is that you have to find some kind of little table or stool to put the harmonium so it is at a right height so you can be really comfortable. So you try any of this and then see which one is, suits you better, okay? That's very important. Okay, let's talk about the musical part. We are going to learn the harmonium by using the Vedic system of music. So just like in the West, there is a system of music, and the names of the notes are like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, like that. In the Vedic system, is actually very ancient, and it comes in the Srimad Bhagavatam. The names of these notes are given there. It's very ancient, and you know the word musical note in Sanskrit is called swara. So I'm going to be using this word also. So swara or musical notes. Okay, so there are seven main swaras that exist. Okay, and these are the names in the Vedic system: Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, and Ni. And when you finish with the Ni, then, because there are only seven, another group of seven notes start again with Sa, Re, Ga, and like that. It's continuous, only the repetition of these seven notes. Okay? Now, it's very nice to learn with these sounds because they're actually mantras. Okay, there's something interesting, you know, in our culture, Vedic culture, everything is personalized. So these sounds, they're actually personalities, and they live in the spiritual world, and they're always engaged in the service of Radha and Krishna, especially rasa dance or anything that has to do with music. They're always there. So it's also very nice, you know, to have the attitude, not just to deal with them like, no, there's just some notes that I'm going to use to make some music. No, we should pray to them. Oh, my dear Swaras, you know, you're always engaged of the service of Radha and Krishna. Please allow me, you know, to to engage and with you in the service of Radha and Krishna. This attitude is going to help us, you know, to learn nicely. Okay, so everything that you are going to learn in this course, you are going to read in a system of musical notations or musical sheets. It's a system that I have developed, which is very simple and nice. It's not like the very complicated system of notation. Is something very simple that I have put together. And in this system of musical notations, we are not going to use the full name of the swara. So we are just going to put the first letter. Okay, so instead of writing sa, we're just going to write the S. Okay, so you need to learn the names of the swaras. This is actually your first homework for this week, is to learn the names of the Vedic swaras. And then you will know, when you see the letter, you will know which one we are referring to. Okay? Any questions so far? Are we good? Okay, remember, at this moment I'm not looking at you, so if you want to ask, you just open the microphone and let me know. Okay, now let's talk about the keyboard. It's very important that when you look at the keyboard, you know what you're looking at, and you can be nicely located in the keyboard. So the keyboard is actually made of groups of 12 keys. These 12 keys, we have 7 white keys and 4 black keys. Okay? So a group of 12 keys is what we call an octave. It's not 8 notes, but they just call it an octave. Okay? So when one octave finishes, then another octave starts, and like that. The keyboard is just made of the repetition of many octaves. For example, there are harmoniums with different numbers of octaves. There are some of them who are small, they only have 2 octaves. Some of them they have 2.5, 2.5, 3 octaves, or 3.5. This is the biggest one, 3.5. Okay? So, but basically we are going to work with these 3 octaves. So the octave to our left, we're going to call it lower octave. The one to the center, we're going to call it medium octave or central octave. And the one to the right, we're going to call it the higher octave. Okay? So we have 3 octaves that we're going to work with. Now, each of the octaves, they have the exactly same notes, the same swaras. For example, there is a ma here, there is a ma here, and there is a ma here. So if I write in the notation ma, which of the 3 mas are you going to play? Because the 3 are ma. So we have a system to identify and let you know exactly which ma or which any other note you have to play. If it's from the lower, from the medium, or the octave. So the system is like this. In the lower octave, the notes are marked with an apostrophe located before the letter. Apostrophe is this little comma that we see here. You see? So all the notes from the lower octave, they have the apostrophe to the left. And this indicates that they belong there. Okay? So in the medium octave, the notes have no marks. You see, so when you see the notes like this with any mark, you know that you have to play the notes in the medium or central octave. And in the higher octave, the notes are also marked, but this time with the apostrophe located after the letter in the right. You see, so this indicates that this note is from the higher octave, and this way we can know exactly which key we have to press. Okay. um, okay. Any questions so far? Are we clear? Yes? Okay, very good. Now, there is something very interesting about the Vedic system of music. Mm, and let me go, let me show you. So, from the one sa, from the sa until the next sa, these 8 notes, this is what we call a scale, okay? Or what I like to call the sa scale, okay? Now, the interesting part is that this sa scale, it can be moved around in the keyboard to adapt to the voice of the person who is singing. Okay? So in this way, the sa can be placed in different keys of the keyboard, and when I put the sa in a specific place, then the other notes also fall in different place. So there are actually, because we have 12 keys, there are actually 12 scales in the Vedic system. But in this course, we're only going to work with 4 scales. So the idea is that today we need to choose, all of you, you have to choose what is the scale that suits your voice better. Okay? So when you are singing from the central sa to the higher sa, your voice is not stretching or is not too low. For example, if you're singing your sa scale and the higher sa, you have to go like and you're making an effort, that means that that's not your scale. We have to move it. Okay? So we have 4 options that we are going to work. You know, men, women, and children, we have different pitches in the voice. Okay, so that's why, well, let's see, we have here 2 children. Okay, so first, this is what like a suggestion, no? So usually for women, when they have like a normal kind of voice, then we recommend to use the scale of black 4. That means that we are going to put the sa in the black key number 4. Remember I told you this is number 1, this is number 2, number 3, number 4. Is the one in the group of 3, the one in the center. So we're going to put the sa there. Then the re is going to be here in the black. Then ga is going to be down here. Ma here in the black. Pa here. Dha down in the white one. Ni also down here. And then we reach to the higher sa. So this that we are seeing here is actually the scale in the central octave. Okay, you see all the letters, they have no marks. And in red, I have put here the number of the fingers that you need to use to play this scale. Okay, because we have a graphic here that's telling us the number of the fingers. So thumb is going to be number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the pinky. Okay, even if you're right or left-handed. Now, let's continue. If you're a lady and you have a high voice, like very high, then I recommend the scale of black 5, which is higher. Means we're going to put the sa in the black 5 key here, and then the position of the other swaras is going to be sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, and sa again here in the black. And in red we have then the number of the fingers that you need to use. I'm going to explain also, for example, we have two options that usually we suggest for men, no? But also for children, these ones work like that. Because black 4 and black 5, when they're children, it may be too low. So this one is good for children too. So we put the sa in the white key number 1, which is right here. That's why we call it the white 1 scale. So the position of the notes is all in white keys, like this, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni. And here in red we have the fingers by which we need to play. But if the man has like a higher voice, then we recommend the scale of black 1, which is putting the sa here in the black 1 key, and then the position is the sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, and then the higher sa again. Okay? So what do we need to do today in today's class? The most important thing we need to do today is that all of you have to choose your sa scale. And I'm going to help you to do that. Okay? So for that, I'm going to go one by one. And then I would like to hear your voice and also ask you a few questions. Okay? So don't worry. Okay, let's start with Ramya. Let me ask you something. Do you know what is your sa scale? Has anybody told you this before?
No.
Not really. Okay.
No. I really, for the longest time, I rejected learning music language. Like, I don't know.
Never say never. That's what they say. Okay, so you consider your voice to be like normal or like very high?
Let me see. Like the first sa or the second sa, I'm gonna say.
Okay, let me help you with that also with my keyboard here. But right now, because I am not in Mayapur, I don't have my harmonium. I have also an electric keyboard here. Okay, so let's see. The the this would be the black 4. This is the central black 4, and this is the high. So you need to be able to reach both of them nicely. For example, can you sing after me? Okay, and what I think that was the higher. This one I'm going to imitate the voice of a woman, so this would be the high. Okay, so you see that's the higher sa. The other one has to be the lower one. So. Okay. Now that's black 4. Black 5 then would be this the lower sa, and this the higher sa. So let's see. Can you repeat here?
That's too high, no?
Oh well, you tell me. So
Yeah, that is.
okay. So for you, another thing, I'm going to give all of you the sa scale. So please write it down so you don't forget it. Okay. So let's see, for Ramya, it's going to be black 4. Most Most Mataji's and women, they have black 4. Some of them they have like very higher. Okay, very good. Let's see. Vaishnavi. Let me ask you. Do you know your sa?
No,
You don't know it.
I don't.
Okay, very good. What about your voice? You have a low voice or a high voice?
Um, high ones, I guess.
Okay, well, let's see. This would be the high sa. Can you repeat after me? Sa. Can you sing that? Sa.
Told you that doesn't sound possible for me. So I must say, I guess I have no voice.
No, but actually, this is the sa from the lower, because the higher would be this one. Sa. Okay? So try to sing this. Sa. Okay, so I already heard that you don't have a high voice, so we're gonna work with you with the black 4 scale, okay? So, Vaishnavi, Vaishnavi, you have, write it down, okay? Black 4.
Sure.
Okay, let's see. Kanushka, how old you told me? How old are you?
Prabhu, I can't hear your voice.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how old are you?
9 years old.
Okay, so I think for 9 years old you can use the white one here. So can you sing this note after me? Very good, that's it. See, so for children it's usually um, white one. Okay, very good. So write it down, Kanushka. Kanushka. Your scale is black 4. Okay, if anybody asks you or anything like that, you tell them. Just gonna write it here so I can remember. Black 4. Okay, now let's go with Vidya. You told me that you are 10 years old, Vidya.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so let's see if it's wide one. Can you repeat here? Sa. Can you get closer to the microphone? Let's see. I can't hear you. Sa. How do you feel your voice with that? You feel okay, or you think it's too high for you?
I feel okay.
Okay, so let's put a wide one also. Yeah, Kanushka is wide one. Wide one. And Vidya is wide one. Okay? Please write it down so you won't forget it. Okay, so from now on, these are the scales that you're going to use, let's say, for the rest of your life. Because the scale is going to give the names of all the other keys in your harmonium. Okay? So let's go. I am going to give now a demonstration on how you should play your scale, which is going to be the homework for the first class. Okay? So let's start with the scale of white one. We have two. Let me ask you something. Uh, are you all right-handed? Are you all right-handed? Oh, do we have a left-handed here? Everybody right-handed, just go like this with the thumb. If you're right-handed. Okay, very good. Yeah, because left-handed is a little different. Okay, so when you're going to play the scale of white one, this is the way how you should do it. You start with the finger number 2 here in this side. Remember that we are not going to start in the lower octave, but in the central octave. That would be around this one. So sa with finger number 2, re with finger number 3, ga with finger number 4, and then we're going to pass the thumb underneath the hand like this, and I'm going to play ma, and then I move up my hand like this, pa with finger number 2, then dha, finger number 3, ni with finger number 4, and then again the thumb underneath, and I play the higher sa here, and coming back in the same way, sa, ni, dha, pa, ma, move the hand, ga, re, sa. It's very important that we learn how to play our scale up and down. Okay? Let's go and now see the scale of black 4 for those who have black 4. Okay, so black 4, we're going to start here with finger sa with finger number 2. Then re in the black with finger number 3. And ga down here with finger number 1. Again in the black, ma with finger number 2. Pa with finger number 3, dha in the white key, finger number 1, ni, white key, finger number 2, and sa, we finish here with finger number 3. And the same thing coming back, sa, ni, da, pa, ma, ga, re, and sa. Okay, so this is how you should play your scale. Now, because we are learning kirtan, we also have to sing. Okay, so you have to learn how to play your scale with the right fingers, and you also have to learn how to sing your scale along with playing it. So it is actually easy, because the same note that you hear that you are playing, that's exactly the same note that you're going to sing, and you're going to say the name of that swara. Okay, so I'm going to make a demonstration here, and I'm going to do it for a white one. It's better for my voice. Okay, so this is how you should practice your scale. Playing and singing. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, la, ni, sa, sa, ni, dha, pa, ma, ga, re, sa. Okay, so the idea is that this week you're going to practice, okay, your scale, how to play up and down, and how to sing it in tune. Okay, I recommend, when you're going to learn an instrument, the recommendation is try to do it slow. it may sound contradictory, but the rule says like this: you want to learn fast, practice slow. Or like sometimes they say, the slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to go. Why? Because when you practice slow, you're giving the brain a little time to catch what it needs to learn. But if you do it very fast, then the brain is going to take longer. Okay, so this is what I want all of you to do. You're going to sit, you find a place very nice in your house. You're going to put the harmonium or the keyboard or the chair, how you're going to do it. You're going to sit very comfortable, and you're going to forget about everything else that's going on in your life in that moment. Okay? Your mind blank. You're going to close your eyes and you're going to breathe deeply. Okay, you're going to relax. You're going to put your hands together and you're going to say the mantras that I taught you today. And you're going to pray to the Lord to give you that mercy to learn. And then, when you're ready, you get your harmonium, you put your sheet, because the idea is that I'm going to give you this material for you to print, so you can put it in front of you like this, like all the musicians, they put their music sheet. You put the sheet and you start practicing. Take your time, breathe, go up and down, listen very careful, the note that you're playing, try to imitate the exact sound. Okay? So this is a full training, because we're going to be training our ear, we're going to be training our eyes, we're going to be training our voice, we're going to be training our fingers, and basically control the mind. This is called mantra yoga, is a process. And it's so powerful when we do it with these mantras. Nowadays, the doctors are sending this kind of musical therapy, they call it, to cure stress and all this is like that. So it's a very nice and important practice. And I want all of you to dedicate some good time, okay? So we recommend minimum 30 minutes every day, okay? This is like minimum. The more you practice, the better you're going to be. This is in music. We have a saying that says, "Don't tell me how much you play. Tell me how long you practice, and I'll tell you how much you play." You know, the musicians, famous musicians, they practice for hours, 4, 5, 6 hours all day, and that's why they're so good. Okay, so this is the practice. So let's go to the homeworks that you have for this week. You can write it down if you want. Okay, the first one: learn the names of the Vedic swaras. Sarigama pa dhani. Second, learn your scale and locate the notes in your harmonium keyboard. And to do that, what I recommend is that you take little white papers, you write the letters of the swaras, and then with the tape you stick it on the keys. Okay? So in this way you can look at them and learn them and practice like that. Later on, when you already know it like that, you can take them off. But right now, I recommend that you put the little sticky papers, okay? So you need to learn where are the swaras in your keyboard, and then you need to learn how to play the scale with the right fingers, okay? And the last one is that you need to learn how to play your scale and how to sing with the right tones and the right names, okay? Just like I did the demonstration. Okay, any questions? Okay, so I have now some technical information to give you and how the course is going to be. For example, I recommend that the Zoom meeting be held on a laptop or a computer. Okay, because the Zoom, it has because it's mostly for conferences and talking. They have a system that any background noise, the Zoom will suppress it and block it for the voice to be heard. So when you're playing the harmonium, then the Zoom thinks there's some background noise, so he blocks it and then we cannot hear each other. You see? So there are some audio settings that we need to do on the Zoom, but these audio settings are not in phones or tablets. These audio settings are only in laptops or computers. You see? So for this course, you're going to need one computer, laptop, and apart from that, a phone, a smartphone, because we have an app that we are going to download in the phone, which is going to help us to practice with the rhythm. Okay? So for example, Vaishnavi, I see that you are holding the Zoom in a phone.
Oh yes, Babaji. It's for this person. From next week I will use it.
Okay, you have a laptop? Very good. So
Yeah.
what I want to do right now is I want to help all of you to set the audio settings for next class. Okay, no, let's do that. Next class, we'll do that at the beginning of the class when Vaishnavi has a laptop and everybody, okay? Now today, what I want to talk about is our e-learning platform. All the course is uploaded in an e-learning platform, and that's how you're going to get all the support materials and how you're going to submit your homeworks. So I need to get you registered in the e-learning platform. So all of you are in the WhatsApp Sri Jagannath group. You're all there. Okay, so I want all of you to go there, and okay, I'm going to read. You see, go to the WhatsApp group and you'll see there is a link I just shared that says Ionic app. Okay, please click on it, and that will take you to the e-learning platform. And the e-learning platform, I also recommend to do it on the laptop, okay, and computer, because in the phone is too small like that and it doesn't open everything. So I'm going to share with you my screen, and I'm going to show you what you have to do step by step, okay? Okay, so once you have clicked on that link, oh, just a second. This computer is a little slow. Oops. This one. Oh, okay, so you, while I wait here, you go. Okay, here we are. When you go into the platform, you will see two words there: log in or sign up. Are you all there? Okay, so I want all of you to click on sign up. Let's go. Okay, so this is the screen that you should be seeing, like this. So you have login here and sign up. So you click on sign up and please fill up all this information here. Username, just put your name, okay? The same as first name, you can put the same thing as username. So it's something easy because this is what you have to be writing every time you're going to enter. Last name, phone number, email. The language is already there, but they have option for Spanish or Portuguese. And then you're going to choose a password. It could be four digits or 5, something like that. And you enter again, and then you do sign up. And when you are ready, please let me know, because I have to give you access once you have registered. Whoever's finished, they can tell me.
I'm finished.
Okay, let's see. Let me see. I'm not seeing your registration here yet. Did you get any message there?
I was missing the language.
Ah, okay. Yes, it's important. It's important to fill up all the fields. Okay. I have your information here. So your voice scale is black 4. Oh, just a second. Mm-hmm. So the name of your group is Sri Jagannath. Okay? And starting on the 9th of July. Okay, the time is going to be 7 p.m.
We have signed up.
Okay. I'm going to give you access to all of you. Choose one second.
Prabhuji, do we have a group for this harmony classes? Like a WhatsApp group?
Yes. Aren't you in that group?
No, Prabhuji, I'm not out of that one.
Okay, so just a second, because the link is there.
Prabhuji, I'm also not there in the group.
Okay, let's see. Who is not in the group? Kanushka. Vidya is not in the group. And who else is not in the group?
I'm in
Prabhuji, me also. Prabhuji, me, Vaishnavi. I'm not out of the group.
Okay, well then let's see what is your phone number
I'm in
here.
the group.
You are in the group, Vidya, okay.
Yeah.
Can you... What is your phone number, Vaishnavi?
Prabhuji, 3318.
What is the code? Plus what?
974 plus.
Okay, so let me register it because I don't have it here. Okay, so plus 974.
4. Yeah.
Which country is that?
Oh, wait.
Hmm? If you can write it, oh, she's gone. Okay, let's see. Let me finish with the. Number one, very fine. Voice scale black form. Group name. So it's Sri Jagannath. Okay, Ramya, I already gave you access, so refresh that page and log in with the same details that you chose. Who is this? Is Vidya, is white one.
Ramoji,
Uh-huh.
Krishna. Yeah, should I tell the number?
Okay, just a second. Let me finish here with the registration. Can you write it in the chat of the Zoom? Can you write it there? I'll
Yeah.
get it from there. Okay,
Yeah, sure.
Vidya, you can also go and do the login. Okay, I already gave you access. What about you, Kanushka? You're not in the group?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, have you registered?
What, Prabhu?
And have you registered in the platform what we are doing?
No, Prabhu.
Maybe you can call your mom or your father to help you there. Is it possible?
My father and mother is here, Prabhu.
They're not here. Is anybody and any adult there that can help you with?
Yes, Prabhu. I will call my father.
Okay, call him.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay, Vaishnavi, let me add you here in the group. 974-331-85002. Okay, Vaishnavi Krishna.
Yeah.
And you told me you are from which country again? I didn't get it.
Qatar.
Qatar, okay.
Yes.
Qatar. With Gananin. You know Gananin? Okay, let's see.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Rami.
Prabhu, mine is saying invalid username or password, so it's like not working for me.
But you're writing exactly the same password and thing that you just chose?
Yeah, so I'll keep trying.
Okay, if not, I'll talk to my technician that sometimes those things happen. If you try, if it's not working, then you can do it again, and we just erase that one. And
If you want, go ahead and erase it and I'll try again. Let me know when you erase it.
okay, don't worry, do it again, even if it's there.
Prabhu,
Tell me, Kanushka. Vaishnavi, you are already in the group.
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay, so I am going to repost the link again so you can see it.
Okay.
Okay, check the WhatsApp. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so click on it and do the registration. Okay, let's see. It's just this is group Sri Jagannath. Okay, so I am erasing your registration here, Ramya. Yeah, this part is a little technical, but we need to do it once we are connected, then the course is going to run very smoothly. Okay, Kanushka, tell me.
What Prabhu?
Well, I need you to do the registration in the platform.
But I'm not in the group, Prabhu.
Okay, can you write down in the chat your phone number or the phone number of your mother? Which is the phone that you're using?
Okay, Prabhu.
So I can add you to the group. Vidya, are you already inside the platform?
Yeah, so it goes, yes. It shows, yeah.
Show me.
It shows this.
Oh, yes. Good. But it'll be better if you can do that on the laptop, on the computer, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I can.
Tell me, Ramya, you already did it?
No, I can do it on the laptop.
You cannot?
I can.
Okay.
I can.
Okay, so please do it on the laptop.
Okay.
Pending students. Okay, so I have your registration here again, Rami. Let me do it again. Scale, platform, group name. Okay, go, Rami. Refresh the page and do the login. Okay, let's see, Kanushka. Kanushka, I need also the country code.
It worked. What, Prabhu?
You wrote here your phone number, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
But what is the country code? The code. Do you know it? Like plus 91 or where are you from? You told me?
From India.
Ah, you're from India. Okay, no problem. I'll write it here. It's plus 91. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there are two numbers missing, Kanushka, because the numbers in India, they have to have 10 digits, and this is only 8. Can you check, please?
Prabhuji, I done it on the computer.
Okay, very good, Vidya. Ramya, what about you? You log in?
I'm logged in, but I'm trying. I logged in my phone, and you specifically said to do it in a laptop, so now I'm doing it from my laptop. But maybe
Okay.
I should do it another time.
Okay, do it because I want to show all of you where to go and what to do inside the platforms. That's why I need to get you connected on the platform. What about Vaishnavi? Did you register?
Prabhuji, I'm trying.
Okay. Kanushka, are you checking the phone number? show you. I'm going to show you here so you can see. Okay, so everybody please pay attention here. When you do the login, just a second. Okay, when you do the login, the first screen that you see, that's a home screen. In this screen, you will see your name should be in the upper right corner. Okay? And then you will see here Vasi Studio and the name of your group. And this, I'm using another student here. He's from Srivas group, but you should see Jagannath group. And then if you scroll down, these are two videos here that we always change. For example, this video is very important, how to use the e-learning platform. And then we put some pictures here. And if you scroll down, we put some messages, which is important information that you should always check. Okay? We have here definitely harmonium course. This is message from Nishinga Chaturdasi. We need to update that. And then this message is very important. Download our app, which is called Vasis Beats. It says now you can get our incredible app Vasis Beats from Play Store or from Apple Store if you have an iPhone or if you have an Android. You go there, you put Vasis Beats and you can download it. You can do that later. Okay, from now, let's go and check the platform. You see, in the upper left corner, there are 3 lines. That's the menu. And when you click in there, you have 3 options. Okay? Is everybody following me? Okay, so if you click on Zoom classes, you will see your 10 here. You'll see 10 classes. Okay, but there are 20 classes in our module. So you have to click here number 2 down here. If you click number 2, you will see the other 10 classes from 11 to 20. Each class has its date here. So these links here that you see pink, there are the links to join the live class. So every week when you're going to join the class, you don't need to look for a link or going to Zoom or anything like that. You're logging into the platform, and that day, the day of that class is going to be in blue to show you that that's the link you have. You just click on it and you will be directly into the Zoom class. Okay? Now, all the classes are recorded, and if you want to watch the class again or previous classes, you just go to this triangles here, these play buttons. You choose the number of the class that you want to watch. You just click on the class, and then the class will appear. You have the controls here for play, volume, and this one you can move around, or you can fast forward or rewind 5 seconds. Okay, this is for the recorded classes. Let's go to the next part, short videos and musical notations. Please everybody follow me. This part is very important because this is where the support material is. You will see here on top short videos and musical notations. So let's go first on musical notations. The musical notations are going to be available 2 days before the class. So you can go there and download them and get ready for the class. So you click, these are the 3 different modules. You click on beginners and you look for the class. You see all the classes are here. You look for the class that you need the material. For example, class number 1 As soon as you click class number 1, the musical notation from that class will appear here. Okay? Hopefully this computer okay, so you just scroll down and you see for all the notations of the today's class, you're gonna have them available here. To download them, you go to the upper corner, you see this icon here. You just click on it. Another tab is going to open, and from there you can download or print. I would recommend if you can print out the notations so you can have them like a little book and put them in front of you to study. You see, when the notations open like this, you have the two options here: download or print. And then every week you can go there and print the notations for the next class. Now, after the class, we have what we call the short videos, which are the demonstration on how to do the exercise you need to study. So, for example, class number 1, when you click on class number 1, you will see here, and that is the video. So you have to go to short videos, and then you have to click on the video here, and the short video will appear. You can watch the short video and see exactly how you have to do the exercise. For example, this week you will get the SA scale, and you will only see the material for your scale, so don't worry about that. Okay? So you have musical notations and short videos, very important support material to help you practice in your home. Now let's go to the third one. It's called homework. Okay, are you all following me? Good? Go like this. Kanushka, did you already do the registration?
What, Prabha? I can't hear you.
Did you do the registration?
I'm doing it, Prabha.
You did?
What, Prabha?
Kanushka, I think you're gonna have to get some earphones, or you're gonna have to put some speaker, because your volume is very low. You cannot hear me. Did you do the registration on the platform?
I'm doing it.
Okay, let me check what you did. Okay, just like a second, let me give you access. So, Anushka is white one. Okay, Kanushka, you already given access, so go to the page again and do the login, okay? Okay, this class is being recorded, so you can watch this again. So, here in homework, you have two options. You can check the submitted homework, or you can submit your homeworks here. So the first thing you need to do, go to submit homework. You select the class that you are going to submit, let's say class number 1, click OK, and then in class number 1, you will see here there's only one video, one homework.